Hi guys, it's Lauren and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to have a little bit of a chat about growing your confidence and how to start believing in yourself more. I'm going to start by telling you a little bit of background of my story with confidence and then give you my top tips that helped me. I've struggled with my confidence pretty much my whole life and in different aspects of my life. So mainly it has been due to anxiety, but it's also been due to my age and my personality during that time. I was always a really shy kid. I was confident with the people that I knew, but anyone that I met for the first time, I was just not confident with at all and quite shy. I was generally that kid that kind of like hid behind their mum or dad when they met someone new. So that's kind of just been on like a basic level, but also my confidence with dancing has gone from like up here to non-existent. And I was a dancer my whole life since I was like 3.5, and absolutely loved dancing from that age. I just wanted to do it for the rest of my life, and it just brought me so much happiness, and I was confident in my dancing. Like, even though I was a shy kid during that time, once the music started and I was dancing, I was like a totally different person. And even like I'd always do performances at family events and they'd be like, people couldn't understand how it was the same kid, because I'd be really shy one minute and next minute I'd just be like, the whole room, I wanted their eyes on me, and I used to grab that attention. But yeah, confidence with dancing was no problem. I did it for my whole life, and then all of a sudden when I was about 17 or nearly 18, I just lost all of my confidence with dancing, and I couldn't dance due to anxiety. It was due to anxiety, and I don't know what else, but one day something happened inside me and I just lost all of my confidence. I stopped dancing. I couldn't go to a dance class just because I felt so insecure about it. I didn't feel like I was good enough, and that's something that I struggled with, because it was something that I loved so much and it helped me through so many things in life, and then I just didn't have the confidence and didn't feel good enough to do it. So that was one thing, and then as I said, just general, I didn't believe in myself and I just didn't have the confidence within myself. But it has been something I've worked on for a good while now, to be honest. I've worked on it for a number of years. It's kind of the first thing I wanted to do when I got through my anxiety, was work on my confidence, and I'm very proud of myself to where I've got to today. I think the fact that I can sit here talking to you, and I've done talks in front of over 100 people and sharing my life on the internet, I think that all is a testimony to how far I've come. I know a lot of people struggle with their confidence. A lot of young people struggle with their confidence. You can be really confident and something can happen that you'll lose your confidence, like me with dancing. Believing in yourself is pretty much hand in hand with confidence, and I think that's something people struggle a lot with, and it's something we shouldn't be struggling with. It's something that we should do naturally. So I want to share my top tips with you and how I got to where I am today, confidence wise and believing in myself wise, and hopefully it can help you, or you can definitely take some of it on board, and you never know what can happen. But my first top tip is daily affirmations. I know I say it all the time, but honestly, it's just the answer for everything. But yeah, daily affirmations have helped me so much throughout my life, especially with confidence. It's important to do these every single day. As I've mentioned before, I like to do them in the morning, but whenever suits you is perfect. Make sure, especially for confidence boosting, it's important to include ones like, I am good enough, I am me, I am confident, I am amazing, and anything else generally, but that goes within the confidence bubble. But those ones I think are really good. Along with that, I do suggest looking in the mirror. It doesn't have to be every time you look in the mirror, but definitely at least once a day, look in the mirror and pick out something that you like about yourself. This can be hard to do, and I know that, and especially in the beginning, for the first little while, you might look in the mirror and say, like, I don't have anything that I like about myself, which is what I did for for a while. But when you start to just look at small things, even if it's just, I like my eyeshadow, or I like the way my hair is, or I like that t-shirt that I'm wearing, or the bracelet, or the shorts, like whatever it is, just make sure when you do look in the mirror you pick out one thing. This, as I said, this will get easier the more you do it, but it just gives you that little bit of confidence. And genuinely it has got me to the point where I'm like, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I look nice today, and I have the confidence and believe in myself to say that, or I'm as comfortable with myself. So yeah, definitely affirmations, and then alongside that do the looking in the mirror and say something that you like about yourself. They really help you become comfortable in yourself and with yourself. My next top tip is to stop comparing yourself to others. I know this is a hard one to do, but genuinely it is worth all the effort that you put into it to stop doing it. For me, like, I looked at it that I'm comparing myself to somebody else, and that person is comparing themselves to somebody else. So we're just going around in this vicious cycle of everyone comparing themselves to everyone, which isn't helping anyone get anywhere. The other thing is that everyone is on their own, everyone has their own story, and everyone is on their own journey. So you can't compare yourself to someone when you're not living their life, or have lived their life, or have walked in their shoes, to be cliche about it. You don't know what is going on behind closed doors, and maybe more suitably, you don't know what's going on behind an Instagram post. The only person you can compare yourself to is who you were yesterday, and that's the only person you should ever compare yourself to, because you are the only person who has walked in your shoes, who has lived your life, who has gone through what you have gone through. So how can you expect the same thing from two completely different people? My next tip is to do what makes you happy. To me, this is a really important one, and genuinely will boost your confidence, because when you're happy, you automatically believe in yourself without even thinking about it. When you do things that make you happy, you release chemicals. No scientist, not sure, we're gonna go chemicals. You release chemicals that are happy chemicals and confidence boosters, for want of a better way of putting it. So yeah, you're automatically in that state, and who doesn't want to do something that's going to make them happy? So whether that be running, art, dancing, baking, singing, starting a YouTube channel, blogging, like all these things, if they make you happy, well then that's what you should do. And that's, like, for me, I wanted to start a YouTube channel when I first started the blog, like 2.5 years ago, or whenever it was, but I was too scared. I didn't have the confidence myself, and I was too afraid of what people might think, and blah blah blah. But it makes me happy, and I finally got to the point where I had done these other steps, so my confidence was like, let's say 90%, 90+%. So I was able to start the YouTube channel, but it makes me happy. So when I am doing it, I even feel more confident in myself, just because that happiness is glowing, and it's glowing from the inside, and it's like when you get the little butterflies in your stomach, and that's what happens. So yeah, definitely, like, do what makes you happy, because it will make you more comfortable with yourself, and it's something you enjoy, so why wouldn't you do it? My final tip, which, like tip number 2, is hard to do, I understand that, but it's to stop caring what other people think. I believe that we, as human beings, we are hardwired to compare ourselves to others and compare and to care what they think. But you can definitely break it. Like, it's 100% doable. I've done it, loads of people have done it, but I think that's why they're so hard to do, personally. After practicing daily affirmations for numerous days/weeks, you will begin to become more comfortable within yourself and within your skin. And when we take the next step of stop comparing yourself to others, you're not worrying about what they're doing anymore, because you're focusing in on yourself. When you start doing things that make you happy, kind of self-explanatory. You're happier. The last kind of step, I think anyway, and for me, was to stop caring what other people think about me. So one of the realizations I came to many, but one of them was that people are always going to have opinions. That's just who we are, and those opinions are either going to be good or bad, sometimes indifferent, but people are always going to have opinions. But they're just that. They're their opinions. They're not fact. They're not your opinion. They're theirs. And what belongs to them is their business. So their opinion on you is really none of your business. So you shouldn't let it take over, and you shouldn't let it get in on you. As I said, it's their opinion. It's one person. I know some people can deal with a lot of people's opinions, but just remember, when you learn that your own opinion of yourself is the only thing that matters, and it's the only thing you should concern yourself with, all of those other voices and opinions will be blocked out, because you will rise up higher than those opinions. Also, I know this might sound harsh, but the minute we let somebody else's opinions or thoughts in is the minute that they start controlling your life. That doesn't even sound right. Why should somebody else be controlling your life when, as we talked about earlier, they haven't walked a day in your shoes, they haven't lived your life, and they don't know what goes on inside your head? So why should we let them control your life? People are going to talk whether you do bad or good, and realistically you're never going to do the right thing for somebody else, and you just can't please everybody. So the best thing you can do, and the only thing you should do, is please yourself. That's what's going to make you happy. That's what's going to grow your confidence, and that's what's going to make you believe in yourself, is when you realize that your inner voice and your inner thoughts are the only thing that matters. So yeah, these are kind of my 4 top tips that helped me gain my confidence in myself and helped me believe in myself. I'm not going to lie and tell you that once you complete these, everything's going to be rosy and you're going to believe in yourself and have confidence in yourself every single day of your life until the day you die. That's not going to happen, I'm sorry to say, but what I'm saying is the majority of the time you are going to believe in yourself, and you're going to have confidence in yourself. And those days that you start to let any of these things kind of, like if you start to let what someone has said get in on you a little bit, or if you just feel a little bit down on yourself, they're the days where it's important to really pick up the affirmations and really give yourself some compliments and really do something that makes you happy. So that day though, that could be something different. It could just be watching Netflix, or it could be reading a book, or it could be journaling. But do something that makes you happy and that will boost you up that day. But yeah, they're my tips, and as I said, that's just what worked for me. I hope some of them will work for you, or you can take them on board. And let me know if you have any questions about any of these things. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments below, or if there's anything else you'd like me to discuss. And yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye!